Hey there, podcast listeners. Are you ready to take your game day to the next level? I'm excited to announce that I've partnered with SeatGeek as their newest brand ambassador. That's right, I'm officially royally quacking about this awesome collaboration. SeatGeek is your go-to platform for finding the best deals on your tickets to all your favorite events. From concerts to sports, they've got you covered. And as a special thank you to my listeners, use code RoyallyQuacked. That's right, you can use it in all caps, RoyallyQuacked, for $20 off your first SeatGeek order. So what are you waiting for? Grab your friends, score some awesome tickets, and go make some unforgettable memories together. Thank you for SeatGeek for making it happen.
Welcome back, Kings and Ducks fans, to Royally Quacked, where, of course, I'm royally.
Foiled.
And he's quacked.
Woo!
How's it going, Cody?
I'm doing good. How are you, Dad?
Better. Feeling better.
That's good. Well, this week was so far better than last week, playing wise a little bit. But
I don't know. It was up and down. Just like it's been before.
Yeah, but so you want to get into team news first?
Let's do team news.
All right, I'll go first. I know I talked about this last week, but it was official that Frank Petrano and his wife Rebecca welcomed their second daughter into the world. Everyone say hi and welcome to the Ducks family to Presley Vetrano.
Welcome.
And then
how about a quack, 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 quack for Presley?
Quack, quack, quack. And the next bit of news is good news. John Gibson was on the ice in full pads at practice. And he's been out since September 25th, and this is according to the Sporting Tribune. So hopefully within the next week or two, I think he may have even joined the Ducks on this current road trip they're in right now. So we'll see how all that goes. Should be nice and should be fun.
Yeah, there you go.
Hopefully to see him back. I don't know what's going to happen with the whole James Reimer situation, but or maybe Gibson gets traded, or we'll see what happens.
I guess time will tell.
Mm-hmm.
Time will tell. So we're going to head into Kings news?
Yep, Kings news.
I want to start off with a positive because for some reason this season the Kings are on a roller coaster ride. It's either up or it's down. Then it's back up and then it's back down. But this is a very great positive. First round pick, Liam Greentree, is off to a hot start. He's played 10 games. He has 7 goals and 18 assists for 25 points. Wow. So I'm going to say this is going to be his last season in juniors. He's either going to be probably with Ontario or the Kings next year. Because he seems to go down there and just dominate the young guys. So I don't know if it's going to be a progression where, he has to go to the AHL for a season or two before he makes it up to the Kings. Or is he going to jump? People do it. And Connor McDavid did it and was pretty dang good at it right from the start. But, man, he's Connor McDavid. There isn't very many of those. Wayne Gretzky, Mario Lemieux, stuff like that. So, and it looks like Kemper is a go tonight. Possibly going to be in the starting lineup against Utah. We're recording this Saturday, just a little after lunchtime. So we won't have that game, obviously, be able to tell you about it until next week. But we'll see if Kemper goes tonight. This is a newsflash. Missing in action. The Kings penalty kill has been reported missing. So if you have any information, please contact Coach Hiller.
Oh, so is our Bolo out too and everything to find this missing penalty kill?
I don't know. What I'm trying to figure out is I know they changed everything. Are we still just going through the growing pains of that? Is that what's happening? I'm not sure. The other Kings news is Kyle Burrows is in the lineup again tonight. He's been out. Andres England has been playing a lot, but Burrows is in the lineup tonight from the report from the Kings Insider that I saw today. So, and I do believe that game is at 7:30 tonight, but let me just verify that. No. Oh, gosh. It's at 1 o'clock. The game's at 1 o'clock today.
Yeah, it starts in...
We got to get this done.
All right, on the league news. Just fast forward.
All right. For some reason, I thought it was a night game tonight. I am totally mistaken, and I apologize in advance. Well, not in advance. Right here, right now. So let's go to league news. The Knights have signed defenseman Shea Theodore to a 7-year extension worth $7.425 million AAV, or just a shade under $52 million.
Yeah.
Also noted, Shea Theodore is probably why Duck fans cry.
I hate to say it, but
they got him, so they didn't take
Vatanen.
I thought it was stupid then. And it's still stupid.
All right, Dad, you're giving me severe PTSD right now, so let's move on.
Sorry. It's right. I just had to throw that in there because it pissed me off. That pissed me off. It's like
that pissed you off? That pissed you off,
hey,
sir?
Yeah, they're in our division. He has been damaging everybody in the Pacific Division ever since then. Yeah, so we all have a right to be mad.
It's been only a whammy for you. It's only been a It's been a double whammy for us Ducks fans. All right.
Well, this is a podcast about both teams.
Yeah, but you're not the one that gave him Shea Theodore.
Yeah, because I'm not that dumb.
Yeah, Bob Murray. Ugh. Anyways, let's move on before I start getting really mad here. The Rangers have
up. That's good.
The Rangers have signed forward Alexis Lafreniere to a 7-year extension worth $7.45 million AAV and just over $52 million not per year. That'd be crazy. $52 million overall.
Yeah, it's not Ohtani.
Yeah. That's still not enough to be.
The Panthers have signed head coach Paul Maurice to a multi-year contract extension. I'm assuming we don't have term or
I haven't seen anything. Yet. I haven't seen that or anything, but I would say I don't think it matters. It's well deserved for him. So, and then next good news: the Blues have signed forward Jake Neighbors to a 2-year extension worth $3.75 million AAV and $7.5 million overall.
Like a good neighbor. Oh, we can't do a commercial for them. They're not supporting the podcast
yet. I don't know.
The Rangers.
This is for you, Eric Rodriguez.
Yeah, this is for you, Eric. Have sent down fan favorite Matt Rempe, the Rempire, down to the AHL Hartford. I'm sure that's not going to be long.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's not going to be long. So, but sorry, Eric, but that maybe he can get more playing time and fix whatever they need him to fix down there. So,
yeah.
So, Now
All
we're
right.
gonna go into games.
Yeah, let's get this one over with, please.
Well, game one, obviously for both of us, was, as you remember from last week, I predicted a 4-2 Kings victory. And Cody predicted a 3-2 Ducks victory.
Oh. So I don't recall any of this. I believe it was my evil twin, Jody, that just came on the podcast last week and just took over and made. I'm just kidding.
Fans, there is no Jody. Cody's been blaming Jody for 32 years.
I wouldn't say 32
It's
years.
his imaginary friend.
No.
We're going to seek counseling for him as soon as the podcast is over.
No, because for at least the last 25 years, I've been blaming Tim. So.
Well, yeah, you've blamed your little brother for many of things.
Yeah.
So anyways, it was not a 4-2 victory. They did actually better than I predicted. They won 4-1. But it was a good game. It was a good game.
Until the third period.
It was highly contested. But yet, Kings prevailed. There, I believe, 2 empty netters, right?
Yep, only 2 empty netters.
Was one the bank shot from Mikey Anderson? Or was that a different game?
Yeah, that was the bank shot.
The bank, yeah. There's not just a bank shot in basketball. Royally Quack fans. Mikey Anderson has created the bank shot in hockey.
Yeah.
A bank shot in hockey is, hey, I'm going to get it out of here so they can't score, and somehow it luckily goes into the net. But hey, a goal's a goal.
He didn't even know
how it goes in.
He didn't even know that he scored it.
Why I just said what I said. He was just getting it out of the zone.
Oh yeah.
So,
but I mean, it was just a perfectly placed bank shot to get it out. But I mean, like I know we'll both go over this, but like the shots on goal, it was great for, I want to say, the first 2 periods. I mean, the Ducks outshot the Kings 6-5 in the first, and then the Kings did have more shots, but I mean, it was still a pretty even game at that time. Dostal was just keeping us really in it. You guys had 13 shots in the second, and we had 4. And then the last period is where it just all went to hell. You know, you guys had I believe 16 shots on goal and had 4 goals, and we had 1 goal on 4 shots on goal. We only had 14 shots on goal.
yeah. Well, when the Kings defense is playing like it's supposed to, that's what the result should be. I have to agree with Cody. I mean, the first 2 periods were highly competitive. Dostal was incredible.
Yeah.
So, but still, it ended up being a 4-win. And you know what? I'll be honest with you, fans. I mean, I don't care what you're a fan of, the Kings or the Ducks. The Kings should beat the Ducks most nights. They just should. It's not the Ducks' time yet. They're getting there, and I think all you Duck fans should be patient because they've got a very exciting group of young talent that in the future it's going to be where it's for like what in the teens after the Kings won the couple cups. Who was the better team?
Oh, the Ducks were the better team back then.
Yeah, they were winning Pacific Division titles. The Kings
every year.
I think they only made the playoffs a few times after 17, maybe 1 or 2 times after 17 for a while.
I think you guys lost 2 years and then had like that small little rebuild.
So,
Or
anyways,
retool.
Stars of the game. You want to go over stars again, or you want to say how the scoring happened?
Let's go over the scoring. How the scoring, how the scoring happened. I'll let you go over the first two.
Let me just get to that.
Well, while you're doing that, so I'm sorry, I'm gonna correct myself. There's 18 shots on goal for the Kings in the third period, and so the shots on goal were 36-14 in favor of the Kings. Faceoff percentage was 62.3% for the Kings and only 37.7%. That's where the Ducks really need to get better right there, because when you're already struggling as a team overall and you're not even starting off with the puck, that just makes things harder. Both teams, there was no power play goals. Almost pretty even on penalty minutes. The Kings just took one extra penalty, but this was one of the games where I was really starting to get annoyed with the Ducks power play. And I know that the Kings, I mean, even you were saying in the beginning, where the hell is the Kings penalty kill? And yet you're saying you can't find it, and the Ducks still can't get past it.
Well,
we had 14 shots on goal. I think we only had like 1 or 2 shots on goal, or I want to say in the 3 power plays. You should be getting probably 2 or 3 like scoring chances per power play, not 1 shot on goal in 3 power plays. You should be averaging like maybe 4, 5 usually, like shots, like or more. I mean, or 2 to 3 shots on goal during a power play, and they should be good scoring chances too. And you're only getting 1 shot in 3 power plays.
Yeah. Well, so fans, if you didn't know, we're not just talking about shots, but shots on goal. There's 2 different things, because most teams are shooting, but if it doesn't cause the goalkeeper to make a save, even if it hits a post, that is not a shot on goal. That's a shot, but not a shot on goal. So, what Cody's saying is they're getting lucky to get 1 sometimes and none in a lot of categories. But like in this game, the Kings penalty kill was pretty good, but it's like, where's Waldo? Oh, there's Waldo, and next thing you know, the next game it's like we can't find Waldo, and Ottawa Senators score 4 goals, and then the Toronto Blue Jays, Maple Leafs score 2 goals in the next game. And how many did Vegas score the other day? Oh, I just kind of upset that card, didn't I? Anyways, so starting the scoring in the third period, Adrian Kempe started the scoring with his 3rd goal, assisted by Kopitar and Anderson. And then Alex Laferriere scored his 4th goal unassisted.
That goal pissed me off.
Then do you want me to continue?
Yeah, no, keep going. Yeah, my turn. Yeah. Well, but with that Laferriere goal, that was just a straight easy goal for Laferriere, because Lacombe just literally put it on a platter for Laferriere to go in and have a 1-on-1 against Dostal. I mean, I know it's a play that these defensemen make every game, but before you make that kind of pass, double check, because he looked and then he was like, "Oh, I got the puck," and then he was gonna put across ice for I want to say Fowler. I want to say he was with that game. I can't remember at the top of my head. And instead of double checking to make sure, oh yeah, he's still open, there's nobody around me, I'll make the pass. Nope, he made the pass, didn't look, and Laferriere intercepted it and took it in for an easy score right there in the defensive zone.
Yep.
But Ryan Strome scored the lone goal for the Ducks this game with assists from Troy Terry and Frank Petrano. This was just a great play all around between Terry, Petrano, and Strome. So what happened was Petrano got the pass on the right wing, shoved it across the ice to Terry. Terry found Strome right in front of the net, and Strome just tipped it right in. It was just a beautiful play. I don't know where that was the rest of the game, but I feel like that was just like our one great play, and then that was it. So, at least there was no shutout, so I'm happy about that. But, and this has been definitely the best line for the Ducks, the Strome, Terry, Vetrano line. I feel like that, other than the fourth line with Lundestrom, Leeson, and McGinn, I would say this is the best like offensive line right now. And honestly, before the season started, I would have told you this was probably the line I wasn't looking forward to the most. Because if you look at the other lines, you kind of get it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so that was the lone goal for the Ducks in this game.
Well, let's go on to the empty netters. Kevin Fiala from Deneau and Gavrikov at the 1853 mark. And then 31 seconds later, Mikey Anderson. I'm calling a bank. And it went in at the 1924 mark. And that was the final. Kings winning 4-1.
I want to protest on that last goal because Mikey Anderson did not call bank shot before he made this shot, so it should not count.
He thought it, though.
No, he didn't. The thought doesn't count.
So, 3 stars of the game. This is picked by the media, by the way, not us. 3rd star of the game, Anze Kopitar. He had an assist. 2nd player of the game.
Yeah.
Lukas.
Lukas Dostal. Yeah. You took a pause. I thought you were going to
I was pausing for you.
Oh, just making sure.
But you didn't say anything, so I go, okay, I'll step up.
Sorry, my bad. Lukas Dostal was the 2nd star of the game with a goals against average of 2.02 and a save percentage of 941.
He loses a game and it's 941.
Yeah,
he's exceptional. And the first star of the game, Adrian Kempe, with the goal. Obviously, the game. It wasn't the game-winning goal though. Laferrière's would have been the game-winning goal.
Yeah.
Or unless you call the goal that puts you in the lead and you never give it up. I'm not sure how they do that.
I think it's technically the Laferrière goal. It would be the.
I think so too. That's what I do. I do believe, and that was game 1. So Cody eats crow, and Gary's not just royal; he's got an extra robe, and his scepter is now a little bit larger, and it's pure gold.
Yeah. I know I had other notes. Where is it?
So,
all right. I know I had other notes for this other game, but we'll talk about the other Ducks game right now. In this game, the Ducks played against the Sharks in Anaheim. This was just definitely a lot better looking game than the last 3 or 4 have been for the Ducks. This game was on Tuesday, on October 22nd. The Ducks hosted the San Jose Sharks, and the Ducks won this game 3-1. The shots on goal in this game were 40 for the Ducks. Wow, that's a shocker because we couldn't even get. I think we had more combined in this one game than we did the last 2 games combined. So that's great. And then the Sharks had 28 shots on goal. Troy Terry is Duck God right now. He broke the streak. We don't have to worry about if we were never going to score this a power play ever again. Troy Terry finally breaks through and scores on the power play. Thank Lord, because if this didn't happen, there definitely would have been What the Duck segment on this podcast. I was about ready to go off. But Troy Terry finally got it started. with his 4th of the season, with assists from Lacombe and Gautier. But to be honest, it was all Troy Terry on this one. He was literally just all by himself, no one else around him. He literally took on 4 Sharks players and scored this goal. Oh, I was just so happy that we finally broke through, and as what Brian and Hayward were saying, sometimes it's just, when it comes to something like this, it's like a ketchup bottle. Sometimes you got to just keep hitting it, and when you finally get ketchup out, a lot of it comes out. But to start this game, Cronin finally makes some line changes. Lundestrom moves up and plays with Zegers and Killorn. McTavish centers the 4th line with Johnston and McGinn. So there was definitely some movement in this game. They also had Fabry on the top line with Carlson and Gautier. So, like I said, I like when you make some movement like that, because you could. I know sometimes they want you to be like, "Hey, let's just keep going. It's looking good. It's just not producing." But nothing was looking good, and I don't think Killorn's the right fit anymore for the Carlson Gautier line. Killorn's just looked god awful so far. I know, even though I'm gonna mention him later for scoring. Spoiler alert. But like I said, finally the Ducks score on the power play. Terry takes on 4 Sharks by himself to take a 1-0 lead. And that was in the second period. The Ducks had a few great scoring chances halfway through the second period. They kept the puck in the Shark zone. I want to say they had it in it for 2 or 3 minutes. They were just getting to every loose puck, getting good shots on goal, getting good scoring chances. They kept in the zone so well. They were even able to make changes to their lines while they still had possession in the offensive zone. So that's something that's good to see. But the only thing is, they just couldn't convert it into a goal. That's the only thing I would really want the Ducks to change. Olin Zellweger makes probably one of the best passes I've seen in a while. Fantastic long pass to McTavish, and he created a 2-on-1 for McTavish and McGinn. And McTavish waited for the perfect moment to make this pass, and he made a great, perfect pass right over McGinn. The only thing was, Mackenzie Blackwood made a better save on the play. That would have made it a 2-0 game, but like I said, that was just, like I said, that's good to see. Zellweger looking up, making a great long pass, making a smart play. McTavish finally looked like he was comfortable doing everything, because he's been struggling this season a lot too. The second period was probably the best offensive period the Ducks have had so far this season. If only we can have periods like this and against better teams, and I would like to see it against better teams and not just against the Sharks. But the last bit of note I have for this, I'll save for later. Michael Granlund scored the lone goal for the Sharks on a power play goal in the third period with assists from William Eklund and Thompson. And then sure enough, like I told you before, Brian Hayward says sometimes a power play is like a ketchup bottle. You just got to keep going at it, and sure enough, you'll get something out of it, and look what happened. Another power play goal, this one from Leo Carlson and Cutter Gautier and McTavish with assist on those ones to make it a 2-1 game. So Leo Carlson, spoiler, gets the game-winning goal this game. And then late in the third period, Alex Killorn scores an empty netter to make it 3-1 with an assist from Isaac Lundestrom. So, like I said, the one thing I would need to tell the Ducks about their power play is, and even sometimes their offensive zone time, the Ducks need to get away from using the wraparound passes along the boards. It's getting too predictable. And 2, it makes it harder for players to control the puck off the board. Because sometimes if they're on their off wing. Sometimes they got to get it with their backhand, and sometimes it's harder for them to control. And it's just getting way too predictable at this point. So, like I said, Ducks need to work on their face-offs too. They lost this game to the Sharks, and the face-off percentage 54.9. I would say pretty much 55-45, pretty much. All I know is I think Alex Wimber only lost like one face-off, from what I remember in this game. And the Ducks were 2 for 6 on the power play. Like I said, I'm glad we finally scored on the power play. It only took us a million tries. But I'm glad we finally got to it. We got out-hit. We had 25 block shots, 25 giveaways, and no takeaways. And the 3 stars of this game were Cutter Gauthier was the 3rd star with 2 assists with 2 points. Obviously, Lukas Dostal again, number 2 star, only gave up 1 goal, had a save percentage of .964. And the number 1 player of this, and probably I'll probably mention him again later, is Troy Terry. Was the number 1 star, 1 goal, 1 point, but he just looked good all the way around in this game. So that's it for this game. Now we'll go into the Kings games.
Well, since we've already done the one that needed to win so I could crow for a week.
Yeah.
Now we're going to go to the Vegas game. And you want to talk going from a high to a low? This was a low. I mean, the Kings got dominated in this game. I'm not going to pull any punches. They looked bad. I mean, they were down 1, 2, 3 nothing in the first period. 1, 2 power plays in the first period. I'm not going to go too long about this because I've got something to say about stuff later in the podcast. But Warren Fogle in the second period finally broke through and got his first actual official Kings goal at the 1907 mark of the second period, making it a 3-1 game. That was about the best period the Kings played because then in the third period, Vegas just clocked in 3 more goals, and the final was 6-1. It was awful. And Cody's talking about the face-off. Kings are not as good as last year. I mean, the only one that's really holding his own is Danault. I mean, even Kopitar's under 50%, and he's usually a top 5. I mean, he is, I think, 38. Isn't he 38, I think, this year? So maybe he's losing a little bit of speed there.
37.
37. But it was 64% for Vegas, only 36% for the Kings. But we gave up, only had 4 penalty minutes. They scored on both of them. So they were 2 for 2. I mean, we did hit them, you know. Other than that, I mean, I don't know, Vegas seems to have our number. I don't know how else to say it. It was frustrating. I actually stopped listening in the first period for a little bit because I was working and I wanted to focus on being safe driving. So I went away from the game and left it for a little bit. So I don't get what's going on with the Kings. I know there's been changes made. You know, from the 1-3-1 to the 1-2-2, for the penalty kill to the power play. I don't know why we don't go back and do what we did successfully last year as best as we can and then just fix the things that needed to be fixed. But that's not what we've done. Anyways, but I'm going to move on. The 3 stars of the games were all Vegas. Samsonov gave up 1 goal, .971 save percentage. Stone had a goal and 2 assists, and Thomas Hurdle had 2 goals and 2 assists as the number 1 star of the game. So nothing exciting to talk about this game, Kings-wise. It was awful. I mean, personally awful. But we'll move to Thursday. And Thursday, it was different. We started off with a bang, playing against a team who's not won a game. You should be beating them. I'll just go over the scoring real quick in the first period. Jordan Spence got his first, which was good news. Warren Fogle got his second and his third. So Fogle played really well. Even in the Vegas game, he's the only one that scored a goal. Assist on the Spence goal was Trevor Moore with only his first assist in its game. That was game 7. And Deneau had his third assist. On Fogle's first goal, LaFerriere had his second assist. And then on Fogle's third goal, LaFerriere with his third assist, and Brant Clark with his 5. Bright point, Brant Clark. Bright point, LaFerriere. Second period, Michael Granlund. 2 different. Now, again, power play. 2 goals. Now it's 3-2 going into, second period. He got his first power play goal. It was 3-1 going into the third. And then he scored his second, and the Kings were able to not allow them to score another goal. But the last half of the game, I thought San Jose dominated them, or at least beat them in play. And this is a team that hadn't won a game. So,
and still doesn't have their top player, Celebrini.
Is he their top player?
Well, I mean, when he was on the team, their offense looked a lot better.
Yeah, well, Granlund would be
better.
He's probably their best player.
Yeah.
And Wemberg's up there. But
Toffoli
has had 4 goals and like 7 points going into that game. So he's played well for them.
Yeah.
So the 3 stars of this game, I'm sorry, I'm not going to give you a lot of details because I'll be honest, I'm ready for a little bit later in the podcast of talking about things about the Kings. Spence was the 3rd star with a goal. LaFerriere was the 2nd star with 2 assists. And Warren Fogle was the number 1 star with 2 goals. And that's the Kings games up to the game that probably just started.
Hasn't started yet. I'm watching it.
Oh, are you? I don't have it on because I don't want to be sidetracked by it.
Yeah.
So, where do you want to go next?
You can go on to your Royal Rant.
Okay, it's time for Grand Duke Gary's Royal Rant. Yay!
Okay. All right, let's go with the Royal Rant. I go, okay, this is what I don't... My Royal Rant is, what the hell are we doing? Jeez, what the hell are we doing? I mean, we talk about Byfield being a center. Now we pulled him off, and because things weren't working, we put him on the number 1 line. Has he scored? He hasn't scored a goal since being on the number 1 line. I see Kopitar and Kempe doing stuff, but I haven't seen Byfield hardly doing anything up there. And I understand that we want to win games, and it has helped us win a game or 2 against lesser talent. But what are we doing? And then the penalty kill, they retooled that, and I mean, it's either really good or it's really awful. Let's make up our minds. Let's go back to what we used to do. I mean, here I know we put LaFerriere on the first power play, but last year we had Byfield on the first power play when there was no Arvidsson, and it was thriving, and Byfield was thriving in it. Now we put him on the second power play, and it's not working for him. If he's the key, why don't we get him to where he can be the key? Let's push him to be the key of this team. If he's our future, let's push him to be our future. I'm pissed. I hope it's coming across the airwaves here to you guys. I'm pissed about this stuff. I don't understand what we keep doing, and then we keep bouncing around with the defense. I know they want to put Gavrikov and Anderson together and have them play on the penalty kill. And it's worked a little bit, but then it doesn't work because others aren't doing their jobs. And then you keep moving Brant Clark all over the place up there, and he's the only guy getting us. Anderson has played decent. Mikey Anderson has played decent. He's pretty steady. But, let's get Brant Clark. I know he's on the number one power play, but maybe he should be up there with Anderson doing this stuff, playing with the top line more. So the top line maybe will score more. So, anyways, Hiller, let's get our act together. Rob Blake, let's get our act together. I mean, I know we're in third place in the Pacific Division, but we played some doormats here lately. No offense, Cody. You guys weren't really a doormat, but we played a doormat and barely beat them 3-2. I mean, we did beat the Ducks 4-1, but that was a much better game.
It was really a 2-1 game.
Yeah, I agree with that. So my royal rant is, Kings, we need to get our act together. Let's start playing like we're royal. Let's get a move on. Hiller, make up your mind what you want to do. I mean, I don't get it. Fans, do you get? I want to hear from you guys. Send us stuff about how you feel, what's going on. Are you in agreement with me, or am I Looney Tunes?
Looney Tunes.
Yeah, I figured you'd say that. And I know your mom's going to hear this. You're Looney Tunes.
That's all, folks.
It's okay. And, the Lord Duke has spoken. There. Huh. I wish you could see my face right now. I'm damn proud of myself.
Yeah.
There. How's that, Cody?
Yeah. No.
Well, you had no idea what I was going to say, so.
No, I had no idea. So.
Player of the week?
Player of the week. Mine is. I think I went last week. I'll let you go since. I want to see. I'm actually curious who yours is.
Well, I struggled with this. I kind of have what I'm going to call 3 co-players of the week for the Kings.
I need one. I can't fit 3 players on that little thing, so please help me out here, Dad.
Okay, you want me to pick one? Okay, let me give you the 3 I was talking about first. Warren Fogle. 3 goals. He's got more goals than Byfield does. Number 2, Alex Laferriere. I love this kid. He's doing everything. Sure, he makes a mistake defensively once in a while, but everything else, I mean, he's playing his heart out. 3rd, Alex Turcotte. Alex Turcotte has been the best. You know what? My player of the week is Alex Turcotte, Cody. And I'm going to tell you why. He's been the best center that the Kings have. Probably for the first part of this season, up until today's game. And after all the injuries he's had, and this is one of the reasons I'm giving it to him, because it'll probably be Laferriere or Fogle. But I'm going to give it to him, all the injuries he had to go through to get here. And he's persevered through it, and it's been a struggle. And, when they picked him, I was really excited because, he partnered with Kaliev and Zegras to win the World Juniors. And he was the one that made the line go. I mean, he turned Zegras. Zegras was a scoring machine because Zegras could go and just worry about scoring during that. So,
yeah.
And I'm not putting Zegras down for any of it because he had to finish every one of those. Because what did he score, like 9 goals? I think, in that tournament.
I want to say like 9 goals, and I want to say, didn't he have like, I forgot how many assists he had.
I don't remember, so I don't want to butcher that. But so my king of the week would be Alex Turcotte, Cody.
All right, who's your jester of the week?
Jester of the week is Coach Hiller. Get your act together, Coach. I've been a fan of the Kings probably as long as he's been almost alive, maybe longer. So, yeah, Coach Hiller, get your act together. Let's get these boys playing. We have enough talent to win some games. Let's do it.
Yeah. All right. My Ducks player of the week. This is an easy one, just as last week. I honestly could have just done Lukas Dostal again, because the way he's playing, he deserves every single bit of it. But this guy broke the power play streak, the scoreless streak. He's looked good. He's made great plays, and is what the Ducks players they call Timmy. It's Troy Terry. He's my player of the week. I didn't know that his nickname was Timmy until like a few months ago.
Timmy?
That's his nickname. They call him Timmy.
Like your
I forgot
brother,
why.
Timmy?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure I'm hearing that straight.
And then I would say my lame duck of the week, it's between like 2 people. Like Alex Killorn is still up there. He just hasn't looked good. He's been slow. He looks lost out there a lot. And I would say the other one, I mean, he did look better in the last game, but it's going to be Mason McTavish. He just hasn't looked like himself yet. And normally up there is usually like Camp Fowler or you got even Ross Johnston has looked better out there, and all he does is try to hit people. So Mason McTavish and Killorn, what they need to bring, they're not providing yet. So maybe it's just me having higher expectations, but when we're paying someone $6.25 million a year and they're looking lost out there, not very good. And then also with Mason McTavish being a 3rd overall pick, he looked great to start last year. He looked like a Hart candidate in the first 10-15 games last year. So, like I said, I would say Troy Terry is definitely my player of the week. And then my lame duck would be Killorn and McTavish.
Well, pretty sad when we got that kind of talent that's lame duck.
Yeah, right?
And, you kept talking about, Carlson, and you kept talking about Gauthier and all. And you kept not talking about Troy Terry. And I kept going, what about Troy Terry? What about Troy Terry? I go, he had that injury-filled season last year after signing the big contract. I go, but the guy is talented, and he's fun to watch play. So
I think what didn't help him last year was when he was on the line with Carlson, I don't know if this is true or not, but I've heard from other sources like that they've talked about is he was trying to help Carlson get more comfortable playing an NHL game. So instead of like Troy Terry playing his game, building his stats, he was making sure Carlson was comfortable first. And now you can see Carlson is perfectly comfortable in the NHL so far.
True.
And now look what Troy Terry's doing. So, yeah. So, like I said, Troy Terry's my player of the week. You want to get into predictions?
Let's do it.
All right.
We're moving along a lot quicker than normal, Cody, so it's kind of weird.
I know.
But we didn't have as much content this week. So am I going to do my predictions first?
You can do yours first.
Okay. So on Tuesday, I know they're playing today. The next game is Tuesday the 29th at San Jose. And I have the Kings winning this game 4-2.
Okay.
Then on Thursday, Halloween Eve, they're playing in Vegas again, and I have them losing again 2-4, 4-2 to Vegas. They'll lose 4-2 to Vegas. So I have the Kings going 1-1 this week.
Interesting. So in mine today, I mean, obviously I know they play the Rangers today. I already predicted that last week. Tomorrow, the Ducks will play in New Jersey, and I'm predicting they get a 3-2 win over the New Jersey Devils. Yep, you heard that right. I'm predicting the Ducks win.
Going out on a limb again, are you?
I feel like they've just had New Jersey's number the last couple of years. You know, Minchikov just, I think it was in New Jersey last year, where Minchikov just got into Jack Hughes' head and everything, and just it took him off his game. And then you had Dostal with that last minute shootout goal that Vetrano gave away. And like I said, I feel like the Ducks can take this one 3-2. On Tuesday, the Ducks are in Long Island playing against the New York Islanders, and I'm predicting a overtime loss of 4-3. And then on Thursday, on Halloween, the Ducks will be playing in Pittsburgh, and I'm predicting a 3-2 shootout win. You heard that. I'm predicting a shootout win. So we're not going to just go into overtime. We're going to go into a shootout, and Dostal's going to save us. Unless Gibson's back, then I can see Gibson making his debut in Pittsburgh. So that's my predictions. The Ducks will come out with 3 wins. Sorry, 2 wins. They'll come back with a 2-1-1 record after this road trip right here. So.
All right. So we're done with predictions. Do we have trivia this week?
Was it my turn again?
No, I could give it to you.
Okay.
This is going to be a tougher one, though. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Who became CEO of the Anaheim Ducks in 2005?
In 2005?
And I'll give you options.
Okay. Multiple choice?
Yes. A, Michael Schulman. B, Tim Ryan. C, Henry Samueli. D, Susan Samueli.
You said CEO?
CEO.
Of the Anaheim Ducks.
Chief Executive Officer. How big a Duck fan are you? Because this isn't an easy one.
I'm going to say Susan Samueli.
No.
Okay, then I would have to say... Is it Tim Ryan?
No. 0 for 2.
Oh. Was it Henry Samueli?
Well, you got one choice left. Wow. I didn't expect that. You picked everybody but the right answer?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Michael Schulman was named CEO of the Anaheim Ducks in 2005.
Man.
This coming to you from the quacky boy, Cody Spink.
Honestly, when you asked me that, I don't know why my first choice was Mickey Mouse, to be honest.
Okay.
And then his CFO was Goofy. Fuck you. Oh, by the way, and Kemper is starting right now.
Oh, did he start?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Excellent.
Oh.
So, again, I take it we had no responses to be a co-host with me.
I did have one, but I'm talking to him and we're trying to schedule something. So I'm not gonna tell you who it is. It's gonna be a surprise.
Okay.
So we did have one person respond. So
okay.
Just in case if someone else, calls in or not calls in, but messages me. This guy says he is a big Ontario Reign fan for sure.
Okay.
So, yeah. He says he's kind of a little new to hockey, so he's been to more Ontario games than Kings games.
We can still talk hockey. We can talk about the Reign.
Exactly.
We can make them a bright point of that podcast. I have no problem with that.
Yep.
I just have fun doing this.
I have fun doing it too. So
that's good news.
Yep. But if anyone else is willing to save my dad from getting another Ducks guest on here, please message us on anything: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
royallyquacked@gmail.com.
Or email us on our right there, royallyquacked@gmail.com. Like I said, please leave a review and a rating on your favorite podcast platform. We would really appreciate it. If you do leave a review, I will try to read it on the podcast. All I ask is please make it good. And plus, we would love your feedback too to help make this podcast better for everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We would love your input on things that we might miss, something you'd like us to talk about.
Please send us questions too. It doesn't have to be.
We'd love some trivia questions that we both have to answer.
Yeah, or just questions about the Ducks, about the Kings, food, or Star Wars, Marvel. I'm not into Harry Potter as much, but we can have a question about that, or just funny random
your
questions.
Wife will be calling us.
Oh, that too. Yeah, she loves her Harry Potter.
Yep, that's true.
So, on that, ready to get out of here?
I am.
All right. Well, guys, thank you again, and we'll see you guys next week on Royally Quack. And just remember,
go Kings, go!
And let's go Ducks! Quack, 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 quack.
A father and son, a bond so strong, talking hockey all day long. Royally Quack, their podcast show, sharing stories, highs and lows. From the Kings to the Ducks they go, shouting go Kings go, quack quack they cheer. A father and son, their passion sincere on the ice. Their love appears through the highs and lows in the years. Legends of Gretzky, Solana's grace, passing on history in every case. Father teaching son, a legacy shared, on Royally Quack their stories aired. Face-off in life, together they stand, shouting go Kings go, quack quack they cheer. A father and son, their passion sincere on the ice. Their love appears through the highs and lows and the years. Gretzky, Solana's grace, passing on history in every case. Father teaching son, a legacy shared, on Royally Quack their stories aired. Face off in life, together they stand, shouting go Ducks go, go Kings go. A father and son, watching the show. Through wins and losses their spirits grow, on Royally Quack they steal the show.